Hello, it is James Detroit driving down the road once again. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I know I am. There have been a number of people that I sent texts to, and I know that I don't have everyone's text that is a subscriber, so I thought I'd share a few things. I've had a lot of exchanges with people that are disappointed. They're going through a lot of emotion. That text that I sent out was from an early morning off parlor because Twitter and Facebook supposedly have banned Lin Wood about giving information. And I'm just waiting to see who's right. Who's right. But if you listen to any interviews, and I sent out over an hour-long interview with Lin Wood earlier this week, very compelling, very powerful. I didn't know a lot about Lin Wood, but he was very specific about how he spoke. Very, I guess I'd say very calculated, and he was not this, this overbearing and flamboyant person that we've seen on the stage at some of these, at a rally or whatever. And he sounded very trustworthy. And what a story he's got. He's a very accomplished attorney. And for those of you who do not know, he was part of the representation for Richard Jewell. And he was part of the representation as of late for Nick Sandmann. And he's won a lot of people a lot of money for slander and for people saying things that just aren't true about somebody else in the public forum. And so I listened to his over hour-long interview, and he gives more information today, and we'll see who's right. What I want to ask everybody that cares about this country, our constitutional republic, what is another 2 weeks? I'm asking you to hold the line. If indeed all of this happens the way some people are suggesting that it's going to, because really and truly, the full and total crime, as they put it, was not complete until Congress accepted all of those certified elections in each of those states. And even though in the face of multiple, and I mean it was hundreds of state legislators writing letters to Vice President Pence to say, hey, we want another shot at this. This didn't happen the way it happened. So again, if I'm wrong, I'm okay with in 2 weeks. I'm okay in 2 weeks paying a bet. If I'm wrong, I'm okay with that. But it was for the right reasons that I was wrong. Because I believe in our constitutional republic. I believe that this president is the only hope that we have to maintain our constitutional republic as we know it. So I'm just asking anybody that subscribes to this channel, anybody that wants to share this with somebody else, I'm asking you to wait 2 weeks. Not ask for violence. Again, I was very clear this morning's video about it was wrong. But who were those people exactly? And how did all that shake down? Please don't just watch the news and say that Trump is a POS, that he called for this to be incited. You're listening to somebody else's narrative, letting them tell you. I watched the entire speech last night. He never once said that. And let me remind you, in case you missed it, every one of those marches were going to the Capitol. I read the itineraries last week. They were all going to end up at the Capitol. Why? Because that was the most significant place to end up at the Capitol. Who stripped down if you watched, one guy was like older than me, just pulling the snow fence away. Oh, that was real hard. There was such a lack of show of force to restrict the entry. So to say that that Capitol was breached by this mob that was driven and incited by our president, who never once said anything, and even when he did say, stand down, go home, be safe, leave safely, no violence. Oh, that's an insightful tweet, and we gotta lock your account. Folks, the First Amendment gives me the opportunity to be able to share with you my opinion. You should want that. Whether that's about mass mandates or lockdowns, which if you look at the law of large numbers, the states that are locked down the most are the ones with the highest rate of infection. This virus is going to do what it wants to do. Everybody's going to get it. And what the law of large numbers tells us is 99.99% of the people are not going to die. Folks, stay strong. We got 2 weeks left. Let's see what happens. If I'm wrong, but for the right reasons to save this constitutional republic, I'm good with that. What are you standing for? That's the question I would ask. And if you're on this channel, I would hope you're standing for the same thing I am. I appreciate your time. I appreciate us to continue to pray for the people that are trying to fight for this Constitution. And you know what? Let me just say this. Ted Cruz nailed it again yesterday. It's the effort to follow the Constitution that we're trying to maintain our constitutional republic and democracy, and not be a banana republic. Mark Levin has laid this all out. Many, if you look for them, many constitutional lawyers and scholars are saying that exact same thing, but not on mainstream media. Nope, they give you one narrative. That narrative was Russia collusion. That again, no peaceful transition of power from 2016. Russia collusion, it never happened. Dirty dossier, it was paid for by the DNC. FISA abuse, 4 of them lying to the FISA court. Folks, this is a war we do not understand. We got one chance. It's this president. That's it. And if you don't believe that, that's okay. Right now, you can still say that you don't think my opinion is correct. But guess what, folks? If I'm wrong, and in 3 weeks we start to see these changes, don't think they're not going to be the most crazy, progressive, far left changes you've ever seen. And then you will say, wow, man, I guess maybe you were right. I don't want to be right. Not about this. Not about that comment. I want to be right about this. I want to be right that this is a 2-week chance. We need in conversations, we need to be supporting the truth. And I really, truly do believe that these people are seeking the truth. Please stay strong. We got 2 weeks left. You can hang in that long. I am James Detroit. And for now, I'm out.